So far, we have talked about entrepreneurship and innovation in general. We have also shown their relevance that transcends geographical borders. However, the role of innovative entrepreneurs might be even more prominent in developing countries, as they have the ability to create jobs, boost economic development, while delivering essential products and services to those who need them most. Of course, entrepreneurship is not a smooth path. Entrepreneurs face harsh challenges in developing countries. At the same time, this is a context where becoming an entrepreneur may be particularly rewarding. Let's start from the challenges. On average, education may be more difficult to attain, certain dimensions of human capital may be less pronounced than in richer countries. Both informal and formal funding may be limited and more difficult to obtain as well. While complementary assets may not be easily accessible, not only because the local economy does not offer them, but also because partnerships to obtain them require quite sophisticated regulations to be enforced. Nevertheless, there are peculiarities of developing countries that offer advantages for entrepreneurship too. In this lecture, we will focus on these advantages and emphasize how entrepreneurs can use them to their benefit. First and foremost, several existing businesses are far from the efficiency frontier. Moreover, the existing businesses may typically not be able to cover a wide range of problems and needs that exist in the local environment. This gap represents a great opportunity for the local innovative entrepreneurs who have wider range of opportunities to explore. Another advantage for entrepreneurs is the recent yet rapid emergence of information and communication technologies, or ICTs, in the developing world. Percentages of active internet and mobile users are growing considerably day by day. The widespread of these information technologies and infrastructures have drastically reduced the cost of accessing or diffusing information. ICTs actually impact all the factors that support entrepreneurial success. First, ICTs improve human capital endowments by enabling innovators from the developing world to access scientific or business know-how from all around the world more easily. This online course should indeed be a representative example of that. Second, ICTs enable better access to finance. In particular, I would like to emphasize the rise of a completely new way of raising capital for entrepreneurs, the crowdfunding. Have you ever heard of crowdfunding before? Or even better, have you ever engaged with crowdfunding? Let me briefly explain what crowdfunding is and then show you why it is valuable in developing countries. Crowdfunding is the practice of funding a project or a startup, but by raising financial capital from a large number of people, often performed via internet-mediated platforms like Kickstarter or Indiegogo. The crowd provides money in exchange for different kinds of benefits, mainly products or equity in the startup. By that, crowdfunding offers an alternative source of financing for startups which is complementary to the traditional ones. As the internet is by definition a global platform, so is the crowdfunding, which implies twofold benefits for entrepreneurs. First, the ones who provide the funding may be from beyond their environment. This capital would otherwise be out of entrepreneurs' reach. And second, as the individuals who financially support the startup are often also the customers, the startup is again able to reach them beyond their close geographical environment. Some of these customers might even be from more developed economies, which also means customers with higher willingness to pay. Crowdfunding can have non-monetary benefits too. It is a window into the world for a startup. It can signal the value of the startup and hence lead to new partnership, sales, or investments. In some cases, local entrepreneurs even use feedback from contributors to refine their products or their business models. Furthermore, ICTs make access to complementary assets easier. In particular, ICTs have also facilitated the emergence of global value chains. That is, now complementary assets can be obtained from not only local companies, but also from the international ones. For example, a mobile application developer from Africa can benefit from open APIs of operating systems that were developed by US-based companies. You will learn more about internationalization of startups and global value chains in the rest of this course. Last but not least, ICTs enhance social capital of entrepreneurs. ICTs help entrepreneurs in networking with their proximate environment, but more importantly, the more distant environment. We have already seen how that improves access to finance, but also relationships with potential strategic partners and customers. Let's now move to a last opportunity that the developing countries offer to entrepreneurs. It is called frugal innovation, and it typically consists of producing cheaper, often simplified versions of existing sophisticated products. More precisely, it means innovating in a way that primarily decreases the usage of scarce resources and cost of production, which leads to a reduction of the product price. That is, frugal innovations deliver more value to customers at lower costs, allowing lower income groups access to goods and services that would otherwise be out of their reach. That creates a larger addressable market for the innovators. Frugal innovations are not necessarily a result of technical inventions, but rather a good match between existing technologies, locally available resources, and local needs. One of the most prominent examples is the Tata Nano in India, the cheapest car in the world. It was designed to be more comfortable and safer than a motorcycle while not being significantly more expensive than it. Finally, there are at least two important advantages that local entrepreneurs have when it comes to frugal innovations. First, local entrepreneurs know very well and frequently interact with the local context. Their inclusion provides an advantage to be the first to recognize an opportunity, as well as to find the right match between existing technologies and resources on disposal to meet that need of the local market. Second, local entrepreneurs in developing countries typically possess valuable know-how in areas where the frugal innovations usually take place, such as agriculture and craftsmanship. Frugal innovation hence represents a great opportunity. You will learn more about it in the rest of this course.